Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing okay. So, today's video is going to be a bit of a mad one. I've wanted to do this for so long, but I've just not had the time because obviously I work 5 days a week and then the only days off I have are Saturdays and Sundays. So then obviously I'm spending time on those days catching up on everything that I need to do, housework, seeing people, filming content, not just for YouTube but for TikTok as well. So I've not had time to do this challenge, but I've been wanting to do it for so long. For the next 24 hours, I'm just going to read. I'm just going to read. And like, there's nothing more to it. I'm actually so excited. I don't know why I'm so excited to do this challenge, but I am. It's currently 6:25, so I'm going to start reading, I hope, dead on 6:30. Yeah, Callum and I have just had dinner and I am ready to get this challenge going. I am going to try and read through the night for as long as I possibly can. If I feel like I need a nap here or there, then I might have half an hour to an hour when I feel like I need it. But I am going to try and read for the whole 24 hours. So we'll see how this goes. I'm actually kind of like, I don't know how this is going to go. I'm in the bedroom. I'm getting cozy on the bed to begin with. And then when it's time for Callum to come up to bed, I'm going to either transfer myself either into the spare room or downstairs. Callum brought home snacks for me to have during this whole thing when he came home from work. Hopefully the sugar will keep me going and I will be probably having a lot of cup of teas because I'll need the caffeine and I don't like coffee, so tea it is. I don't know how this is going to go, but let's get going. Alexa, what's the time?
The time is 6:27 p.m.
3 minutes. 3 minutes to go. So let me get you guys situated on my tripod. Alexa, what's the time?
It's 6:29 p.m.
We have a minute. Okay. This is the first book I'm going to start with tonight. The Christmas Tree Farm. I am so excited to read this. So this is book number 3 of the Laurie Gilmore series. And I finished book 2 2 nights ago. And I didn't read anything last night because I was waiting to start it tonight. I do have the next book on its way. The Strawberry Pancake House or something? I don't know. I do have it on its way. Really annoying, as it's Good Friday today, Royal Mail have decided they're not doing any deliveries today because it's bank holiday. So it's not arriving until tomorrow between the hours of 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. This isn't going to take me 14 hours to read. So I am going to have to cut myself off after this book halfway through the series. I'm going to have to finish this book and then start a new series, which is going to be slightly annoying, but it's fine because they don't run into each other. It's just the characters that are the same and like it's a different story for each character. So yes, it's not like it's going to leave me on a cliffhanger and then I don't have the next book. So we're fine. So yeah, let's see how long it takes me to read this book. Don't worry, I will not be filming just like this for the whole time. I will time-lapse bits and then when it gets to good parts, I'll talk to you guys. And when it gets to different times, I'll talk to you guys. And when I finish books, I'll talk to you guys. So yes, let's see how this goes. Are we ready? I'm not ready. I am ready. Okay, right. Let's go. Book number 1, The Christmas Tree Farm, starting at 6:30 at night on Good Friday. Okay. It is currently 8:30. I didn't even realise I've been reading for 2 hours. Like, that's actually gone quite quick. I'm currently on page 91, which is the start of chapter 8. Which isn't too bad, to be fair. I'm about a quarter of the way into the book. So overall, this may take me 6 hours. I'm not like the fastest reader, but I feel like I'm decent. I do get distracted easily. If I hear someone like shouting or talking outside, I'll stop reading and listen to the conversation. Or sometimes I can hear Callum playing music downstairs. And if I know the song, I'll like start singing the song. So yeah, I do get distracted really easily. So that's probably not good. But yeah, so I've been reading for 2 hours. It's time for a wee break. And I am going to go and get a bowl that I can put this popcorn in, along with these crispy M&Ms that Callum bought me, and mix it together like I would at the cinema. I'm hoping I also don't get too tired too early, because if I start yawning at like 9-10 o'clock, I'm screwed and I probably won't get through the night. But yeah, so this is why I need all the sugar. Maybe I can ask Callum to bring up a cup of tea with him when he comes up to bed. Yeah, I might do that. Right, I need a wee and I need to get a bowl. So, let's go. Okay. It is currently 10 to 10 and Callum has come up to go to bed. Well, he's in the bedroom. He's just had a shower and is ready to go to bed. So he's brought all of my stuff, the food, into the spare room, because this is where I am moving to so that I can carry on reading. I am currently up to chapter 13, I think, in my book, so doing all right, not too bad. But yeah, so it's 10 to 10. I am going to have a shower quickly, just have a quick body wash, get some pyjamas on, get nice and cozy in here, and then I'll carry on reading. So I will see you in around 20 to 30 minutes. It is currently like 10:30. I've showered, I've had a cup of tea, I've said goodnight to Callum, and I've quickly done something that Chloe messaged me asking me to do. So yeah, and now I'm in the spare bedroom, in my pyjamas, cozy under the covers, and the cat's joined me. And we're going to spend the next couple of hours reading Hey Poppy. Well, we'll see how long I can last in here. Yeah, there is a possibility that I'm going to end up falling asleep. We hope not, but there is a possibility that I'll end up falling asleep. Right, I'm going to get going with chapter 13. It's good so far, to be fair, this book, but yeah, he needs to realise he's in love with her. Well, I think he does realise he's in love with her, but he doesn't want it to turn out the same as his old relationship, so yeah. But let's get back to reading, guys. I'm going to hope by 12:30. By 12:30, I want to be nearly towards the end of this book, so we'll see. Okay, it's currently 12:30. I'm currently up to chapter 20 in my book, so I've got about a quarter of the way to go. So not too bad. I've currently been at this for 6 hours and I've got 8 chapters and an epilogue left of the first book. So yeah, I don't feel like I'm doing too bad. If I'm being honest, if I could get to like 2.5 books, I'll be quite impressed with myself. And I'll be back in a sec to continue reading. It has actually taken me so much longer than I thought it would for me to finish this book. I think as the night's gone on and I've got more and more tired, I've just been reading so much slower. It's currently 10 to 3 in the morning. I thought I'd have this finished by 12:30. Yeah. I didn't have this book finished by 12:30. It's 10 to 3. But anyway, that book wasn't bad. It was kind of cute. If you haven't read this book, there are spoilers coming, so you might want to skip this part. I don't know if you can like see it in the time lapse, but when I realised who the main character was, obviously I knew it was going to be the woman that bought the Christmas tree farm, obviously, title. Obviously I knew it was going to be her, but obviously I didn't know who it was going to be with. But when I realised who the main male character was for this book, without the author even saying his name, like the Christmas tree farm owner, Kira, she met him within the Christmas trees, and Laurie Gilmore, the author, didn't mention his name for like 3, 4, 5, 6 pages. But the instant I realised who he was within like the 2nd or 3rd page, without her even mention his name, I don't even know if you can see it in the time lapse because it's probably going too quick, but on my face I was like, I know who it is. So yeah, it was cute. It was a cute book. I liked it. It didn't get my heartstrings going as much as the first book did, but it was a good book and it was a good storyline. And the way he came back to her at the end and put the letters in the tree, oh, it was just so cute. But yes, so I've finished this book now. It is time for another toilet break because I really need a wee, and I need to make myself a cup of tea, and I need to get myself downstairs because if I stay cozy in this bed any longer, that's it, I'm done. I'm going to sleep. Okay, I'm downstairs. It is currently nearly 3:25. I came down at 3 o'clock. But yeah, so apologies if you can hear that dripping. I came downstairs at 3 o'clock. I have been for a wee, made myself a cup of tea, which should hopefully be nice by now. Wake myself up a little bit. And I have quickly filmed a TikTok on the book that I'm about to start reading, which I'm not going to post now at 3:25 in the morning. I'll post it in the morning. But yeah, the reason I've made a TikTok on this book is because it has been on my wish list for me to buy and read for such a long time. I just never got round to buying them when I wanted them. And yes, I bought the whole series before I've even read the first book. Obviously, I never got round to buying the series when I first wanted it because every time I went into a bookshop, they never had all of them on the shelf. And I didn't want to go straight through ordering them on Waterstones when I knew I already had books I needed to read on my bookshelf. But I finally bought them a month ago, 2 months ago, and they've been on my TBR ever since. So yeah. But I'm finally getting around to reading them now. And I'm slightly scared that it is not going to live up to the hype that has been bought on it on TikTok. So yeah, I'm a bit scared. I'm really excited to read it, but I'm really scared it's not going to live up to the 5-star hype that people have put it at. But anyway, this is the book. So excited, you don't even understand. But yeah, there's not much more I can say about this. I've basically just seen on TikTok about how people are rating the book and how good they think it is. I know that it's about fairies and stuff, so let me read the back and then Let me get back to you. Okay. Okay. We'll see how this goes. It's now 3:30 in the morning. This book seems as thick as my last one that I've just read. 416 pages. I can't even remember how long that book was. No, this is definitely like 100 pages longer. So this is probably going to take me another 8 hours. I've got my cup of tea. Let's get going. Let's start this book. I'm actually so scared it's not going to live up to the hype. Oh my god, right, okay. Let's go. Let's just start. 3:30 in the morning. How long is this book going to take me to read? Let's go. It's 4:45 and I am up to chapter 4, but I literally just had to like leg it to the toilet as soon as I got to the last word of chapter 3, because by the time I got halfway through chapter 3 my foot was shaking because I really needed a wee. I was desperate. But yeah, so I'm up to chapter 4. Nothing too exciting has happened yet, apart from literally the last sentence of chapter 3. But yeah, so it's 4:45. I'm really starting to feel the tiredness now, and I don't know whether to try and push through for as long as I can, or whether to like have an hour's nap. I really don't know what to do. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Do I have a nap or do I keep reading? I feel like I just want to push through reading until the morning, because I feel like if I go to sleep now, where it's dark outside and the world is asleep and it's quiet, and I'll turn the lights off in here and it'll be dark, I feel like I'll sleep through until like 10 a.m. But I feel like if I push through reading until the morning and then go to sleep or have like a nap when it's light outside and the world is awake and there's noise going on outside, I feel like I'll just sleep for like an hour or so, because I won't be able to sleep through all the noise, and it'll make me stay awake, or it'll make me like wake up at a certain time. I don't know, I just feel like that's the way it's going to be. So I think I'm going to carry on reading and push through as much as I possibly can. It's now 5:10. Callum usually gets up for work at 7:15 on a Saturday, but he said he's going to get up slightly earlier in the morning, so maybe I can try and push through until he gets up and goes to work, but we'll see. The next time I stop reading will either be I really need another wee, or Callum's up for work, so let's see. Let's get back to reading and see what happens the next time I stop. It's been another hour. It's nearly 5:50, and I've turned the big lights off behind me because the sun is literally going to rise or start rising in 5 minutes. So I've opened all of the shutters and the curtains. You can literally, in that window there, see the daylight starting to come behind me. So yeah, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, you know? I've just finished reading chapter 6. So at the rate of how I'm going at the moment, because of how tired I am, for the past 2 hours I've been able to read 3 chapters an hour. So we'll see how I'm able to keep this pace up before I collapse. But yeah, it's getting good. She's in the, I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm so gonna say this wrong. What's it called? The Prythian world. Basically, they've taken her to the fairy side. She's there. So yeah, it's getting good. We'll see how many more chapters I can read before Callum gets up. Like I said, it's nearly 5:02. We'll see. Let's keep going. I'm 11.5 hours into my 24-hour challenge. Let's keep going. It's literally been like half an hour since I last spoke to you guys, but I'm starving. So I'm going to make myself some breakfast and another cup of tea, and then I'll get back to reading afterwards. I think Callum's awake now as well, so he'll be coming down in a minute to have breakfast and go to work. I'll get back to you when I get back to reading. Okay. It is currently 7:10 in the morning. So the last time I would have spoken to you would have been 50 minutes ago. But Callum came down and had his breakfast, and we watched a bit of telly together until he left at 7 o'clock. I Snapchatted Chloe and I started singing When Will My Life Begin from Tangled, because obviously it starts 7 a.m. So yeah, now that Callum's gone and we spent a bit of time together this morning, I'm going to try and get back to reading, because obviously where I left off at 6:20, I was actually mid-chapter, but I was so hungry that I couldn't physically concentrate anymore, because I was like, I need food. So yeah, I had some cereal just to tide me over, maybe until 11 o'clock, and then I'll just have my lunch. I've officially been going for nearly 13 hours. It's been about 12 hours and 45 minutes. I said to Chloe, after I sent the 7 a.m. Snapchat, that I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to read for a little bit more, maybe a couple more chapters, and then I'm going to do like my morning routine. I'm not even a quarter of way into this book yet. That's actually mental. I actually can't even tell you how I feel right now. But yeah, so it's 7:15. Let's read a bit more. I do feel sorry for you guys, because I feel like this video is just so much of like me time-lapsing, but I'm sure it's me time-lapsing me reading is probably a lot better than a 24-hour video of me just reading. Like, that's probably a bit boring, isn't it? So yeah, I apologise. Lots of time-lapses, but when something happens, I'll probably stop and talk to you about it, because I don't know, I feel like this book is going to be a bit more, oh my god, something's just happened kind of situations than the first book that I read, because that was just a flowy, romancy book, you know, whereas I feel like this, because it's got like fairies and mythical creatures and magic and all that kind of situation, I feel like it's going to be a bit more, oh my god guys, this has just happened kind of situation. So yeah, if something happens, hopefully I can talk to you more. But yeah, that definitely didn't happen in the last book, but we'll see. Right, stop waffling. I feel like I'm so tired, I'm just waffling. Stop talking and just read. Right, let's go. It's 20 to 8 and I've read up to chapter 9, which I will start reading upstairs. But I feel like I want to get ready for the day first. I don't know. I kind of want to read up here for a bit, but I don't know whether to read a bit more now or just get ready and then read up here for a bit more. Let me get ready for the day now, wash my face, try and wake myself up a little bit. Let's get ready. I'm changed. I feel refreshed. I've literally just washed my face in like ice cold water and I feel a bit more awake now. Problem is, I'm obviously still going off of no sleep, so I apologise for any time that I talk to you guys now, because I think from 3 o'clock in the morning, every time I've spoken to you, it's just been pure, absolute waffle. And I think it's going to be like that now for the rest of the day. Anytime I talk to you, it may possibly just be absolute waffle, because I'm so tired. I do apologise. But this is what you get when you're sleep deprived, trying to do a 24-hour challenge. I can't even get my hair to go right. I've literally just put it like this to try and get my front bits up. I bet you they're going to fall down, because the clip, I don't think the clip's high enough to hold my front bits in. I'm honestly so exhausted, but I was just Snapchatting Chloe again, and I was saying to her, like, I just want to get back to reading the book because it's getting good now. I said, obviously, the book at the moment, it's always in the main girl's point of view, so you don't know what the main guy is thinking. But the way that he keeps, like, the way that she says he keeps looking at her, I feel like he really likes her, like really likes her, but we're not getting his point of view. And I've never read this book, so I don't even know if we're gonna get his point of view. I don't even know anyone personally, like close to me, who's read this book either. So no one's told me anything about this book. I literally know nothing apart from what I told you at 3 o'clock this morning. Yeah, there's not many people close to me that actually read. Chloe does. Chloe loves reading a book, but we don't really read the same genre unless I recommend something to her and I'm like, come on, you got to read it. So yeah. And Katie reads. I know she reads because she's got one of my books and I need it back, Catherine, please. I need it back on my shelf. You said it would take you 2 days to read it. And you've had it for 2 months. No, she did say it would take her 2 days to read it once she started reading it. So I don't even know if she's actually started reading it. And I don't need it back now. But I do want it back for when the movie comes out. Anyway, yeah. Like I said, I do feel sorry for you guys, because now every time I talk to you, it's going to be pure waffle, like what just happened there, because why did I need to tell you all of that stuff? Me editing this video later is going to be real fun for you. Well, real fun for me, and then real fun for you guys when you see the final cut of this video. But yeah, I'm going to get back to reading now. On to chapter 9. I don't think I'm going to get onto the second book today. Well, no, I'm on the second book of this whole challenge. I mean, I don't think I'm going to get onto the second book of this series today. I would like to, but I don't think I'm going to. But we'll see. If I stopped talking, maybe I will. Right. I'm reading now. Right, it is currently 9:10 and I've read another 3 chapters, which means I've read again 3 chapters in an hour. So I think this is how this is gonna go. But I've stopped because I'm starting to get hungry again, where I ate so early this morning. I think we've got some crisps downstairs and I'm starting to feel the tiredness again now. Like my eyes feel really heavy, but we're gonna push through. Gonna see what we could do. But I do want to stay up here for a little bit longer, so I am going to go get the crisps, come back up, and then carry on reading. I had a nap, but it was literally only half an hour, and I honestly don't even know if I've made myself feel better or worse. I feel like I've just made myself feel worse, but I physically, during that last chapter that I read, I'm up to chapter 14. Oh, I'm about to start chapter 14. But during that last chapter, I honestly couldn't keep my eyes open. So, and I felt really cold. So I got under the covers and had a quick nap. I put my book down at 9:45 and I put my alarm on for 10:15, and I woke up, posted the TikTok that I filmed last night, and it has honestly taken me 10 minutes after posting that. It's now 10:30. It's taken me 10 minutes to convince myself to just sit up and put my phone on my stand and talk to you guys right now. Like, honestly, it's actually terrible. I have literally, it's 10:30 now. I have literally got 8 hours left of this challenge. And I want to at least try and finish this book so that I can at least say in this 24-hour reading challenge, I've read 2 whole books. That's all I want. I've given up with the 2.5 now. I just want to be able to say I've read 2 books in 24 hours. Is that so much to ask for? My body says yes, but my mind and willpower is trying to say no. So we're on to chapter 14. How many chapters are even actually in this book? I never even checked. 46 chapters in this book, and I'm on chapter 14. And I started reading this book at 3:30. Yeah, there's no way. There is no way. There is actually no way. I can try, but there is no way I'm finishing this book by 6:30 tonight. 3:30, 4:30, 5:30. Considering I've got 8 hours left, right, of this challenge. It's taken me 7 hours to read that. But to be fair, I have been for about 5 toilet breaks. And then I had that 40-minute break with Callum this morning. And I've had a half an hour nap. So, I could do it. I could. But let's just stop talking. Alexa, what's the time?
It's 10:36 a.m.
Yeah. Let's stop talking. Let's get reading. And let's try to at least just get to as close to as the end of this book as I possibly can. Let's go. It's 11:35, so I've just been reading for an hour and I've read another 3 chapters. So, yeah, like I said, this is how this is going to go. 3 chapters an hour. That's fine. I can make my way through it. Oh my god. Hey, baby girl, are you hungry? Yeah. Do some food. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Yeah, I'm going to make myself some lunch, and then I will probably be down here for the rest of the afternoon / evening of me doing this challenge, trying to keep myself up and awake by sitting on the sofa. But yeah, so it's 11:30. I'm gonna make myself lunch because obviously I ate breakfast early this morning. So I am absolutely starving now, considering all I've had technically this morning is cereal and a couple of crisps. I didn't even eat that many of the crisps, to be fair. So yeah, I'm gonna make myself some lunch. Yeah, let me make that, and then I'll get back to reading. Also, I don't know whether just to keep having my peach iced tea or to have another cup of tea. I don't know. I'll think of something whilst I'm making my lunch. I also need another wee. I've been drinking so much that I keep going to the toilet. But yeah, so let me make my lunch. Salad is served. And I'm quite excited to eat it, to be honest. Because I am starving and this is quite a large bowl of food. I didn't actually realise how much there was going to be, but it's good. Yeah, so I'm just going to eat this and then I'll get back to reading, which is starting to get good. I think they're both starting to like accept and like each other now. Like he liked her. Well, I think he did anyway, I don't know. But from his actions, it looks like he's liked her for a while. I'm up to chapter 17, I think. Now I feel like she's starting to see a different side of him. And I think she's starting to like him as well. But I don't know. I could be totally misinterpreting this whole thing and get it wrong. But that's what reading a book's like. You think something's going to happen and then something completely opposite does. But yeah. Although if any of you have read this book, please can I have opinions, because I'm hearing like 50-50 on both sides. Of some people are saying the first book is really good and then the second book is a bit and boring, but then other people are saying the first book is meh and boring and the second book is really good. So I don't know. I'm quite enjoying the first one. Yeah, I feel like I'm quite enjoying the first one. And I mean, I don't know if you can see them there. There. These books. I read every single one of these in a row. The whole Vampire Diaries series I read in a row. And from from the start of book 5 to probably around book 8 or 9, they were boring as... But I pushed through and I managed to get through them. And then it got to book 10, 11, 12 and 13 and we were doing all right and we were cruising through them. So I feel like if I was able to get through 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 boring books of the Vampire Diaries, I feel like I'll be able to get through book 2 of A Court of Thorns and Roses, or whatever it's actually called. I don't know, I can't see from here. So yeah, if any of you have watched, if any of you have read these, no spoilers please, but I'm happy to have opinions on what book you think is better than the other. And then I'll make my decision after I've read book 2. So that's my little questiony thingy while I'm eating my lunch. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish eating this and then I'm gonna get back to reading. So I'll get back to you when I start reading again, which I'm hoping is gonna be like, it's just about to hit 12 now. Hopefully eating this and scrolling a little bit on my phone shouldn't take me longer than 20 minutes. So for you guys, I'll see you in 1 second. For me, I'll see you guys in 20 minutes. It's 2:05 and I'm up to chapter 23. Got 4 hours to go. That ain't happening. I'm finding it a bit of a slow burn, you know. It's a very good storyline, don't get me wrong. But can they just hurry up and get together? Like, oh, we're halfway through the book and they haven't kissed yet. Come on. Are you gonna kiss or not? I don't know. But it's 2:05 and I pretty much am just going to carry on reading, but I just needed a little bit of a break for like 5 minutes to get my thoughts in check. They've just had that ritual thing around the fire. For those of you who know what I'm talking about, they've just had that ritual, and obviously he's been with someone else because he didn't want to be with her. But why? Does he not want to hurt her, or can he not be with her? I don't know. Like, if he was with her, would he have killed her? Like, on accident? I don't know. But they need to hurry up and get together and just kiss. They both like each other. So, come on. Anyway, I'm going to have 5 minutes. And like recuperate myself. I'm not feeling so tired now as I was this morning. I don't know if that 30-minute nap regenerated me or not, but I feel like where I've just been going throughout the day, reading, I feel like I'm not as tired anymore, but it'll probably hit me at like 6 o'clock and I'll crash and burn. But I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Right. 5 minutes. Recuperate myself. Go for a wee. Come back again. So, it has been 2 hours since I last filmed anything. I think the last time I spoke to you, I was on chapter 23. Yeah. I'm now on chapter 30. Yeah, it's been 2 hours and I forgot to record a time lapse, and then by the time that I did remember, I was way too into the book to even sort it out. So, but if there was a time lapse, you probably would have seen this. Sad face. Excited face. And sad face. Because sad face because he told her that she needed to go away to keep her safe. And then excited happy face because, you know, they've actually got together, and you know they've actually got together. And then sad face because he actually did send her away back to her village. And that's where I'm at. She's currently wandering her village, pretending that she got loads and loads of money from an aunt that died, that she was apparently taken care of, but she wasn't. And oh my gosh, this book is getting all the feels towards the end. That's for sure. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, it's currently 4:20. So I've got 2 hours and 10 minutes until this 24-hour challenge is up. Can you look at my eyes? They are so red. Like, what the hell? The insides of my eyes. Because I'm so tired. But it's fine. I'm on chapter 30. What did I say there was? 46. Yeah, I'm not going to read 16 chapters in 2 hours. But I can try my damned hardest to get as close to the end of this book as I possibly can. I definitely feel like I could have got on to the third book in the 24 hours. But I am for sure that towards the end of the first book, where I was so tired, I definitely slowed down reading. No, I'm not a fast reader anyway. But I definitely slowed down towards the end of that first book because I was so tired, where I was in the bed upstairs in the spare room. But yeah, so I'm going to try my damn hardest to get as close to the end of this book as I possibly can. So I'm going to stop talking to you now because I need to get back to her in the village wandering around, because we for sure know something is about to happen either someone's going to come and capture her, or Isaac's going to come wanting her back, or I don't know. I don't know why in my head I've got that she could possibly be pregnant, but she can't be. Not after just one night of them being together, because they said it's really hard for them to have offspring. It's really hard for the fairies to have babies. He said it's like 1 in something chance of them having babies. And that's why the fairy children are so precious to them, because there's not many of them. But I really do have it in my head that she could possibly be pregnant, but I'll find out. Let's get back to her in the village, and I will try and remember to time lapse this time. But yeah, let's go. Right, that's it. My time is officially up. Well, actually, technically it was up 35 minutes ago. It's currently 7:05, so I've done 24.5 hours of reading, basically, here and there. And I've literally only had half an hour sleep in the last 24 hours. So I'm kind of impressed with myself, you know. I've only had half an hour sleep. I've only really had, if you put it all together, like 2 hours break. So I've pretty much read for 22.5 hours straight, if you work it out that way. But yeah, I've officially done the 24-hour reading challenge. And I'm quite impressed with myself. I've read a whole book, and I got up to chapter 38 on this book. So what's that, like 6? So 8 more chapters to go until I finished. That is not bad at all. I'm really proud of myself, you know. I'm quite impressed with myself. And I'm glad I've stopped where I've stopped in the book as well, because it's starting to annoy me. She's just finished doing one of her trials to get the guy back from the woman that captured him, and yeah. And she's just made an agreement with someone to spend a week, a month with them every month. Like, why would you do that? Why would you agree to spend a week, a month with someone every single month of the year who's not the person you love? Like, just, I don't know. Like, my brain is hurting now. But yeah, I carried on reading until 7 o'clock because I didn't need to start cooking dinner until now. Callum finishes work at 7:15, so he'll be home by 7:45. So for me to start cooking now, that gives me enough time to get dinner done for when he gets home. I'm really, really happy with myself. I am. 24 hours. Wow. But yeah, so that's it. I'm done. By the way, I have looked back on some of the time lapses that I filmed, and on quite a lot of them it looks like I'm just doing this. I'm not. When I'm concentrating reading my books, I have a habit of biting my lips, so I would have been biting my lip one side then the other side, but where it's so fast it literally looks like I'm doing this. So I'm gonna have to cut some of that out. But yeah, I enjoyed myself, sort of. Apart from the tiredness, it's actually been kind of fun. And I do apologise for any waffling that I have done between the hours of 3 AM to now, because I'm just so tired. Like, you can see it in my eyes. My eyes are so red. in the mid, like there, and they're really puffy. I've got bags. I'm literally gonna have dinner, watch a little bit of telly with Callum, and then I'm gonna be asleep by like 8:30, 9 o'clock, I think. And it's Easter Sunday tomorrow, and I've got to edit and get this video up for you guys. Yay! But yeah, so I'm gonna leave it here. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know if you would like me to maybe do this again in the near future. Trust me, it will not be anytime soon, but I may do it again. Just, yeah, not anytime soon. It's gonna have to be on another like bank holiday situation, because that's the only time I have like a nice long weekend off work. So yeah, I enjoyed myself. We've got through a book and 3/4, so, and I've finally been able to start the ACOTAR series that I've been wanting to start for a very long time. But yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye guys.